Okay, we're back to the Q&A session. So some people ask to change direction or heading, and that's actually a really good one to try. And so I'm going to put pen 1 dot.
Darsimizda Q&A degan darsimizda davom etamiz. Q&A degani savolga javob beramiz deyapti. Bu yerda yana bitta savol bor ekan. Change degani almashtirish, направленияni almashtirish yoki qayerda turganini almashtirishda o'zgartirib beradi.
And I think it's home. Yeah, I'm going to put it back to the home position. Actually, I should probably lift it up first.
Bu yerda pen 1 home desa, home degan uy degani o'sha o'zi qayda nima o'sha boshda o'rtada paydo bo'ladi. O'sha o'rtaga kelib qoladi deyapti. Bu kelgan sizib qo'yadi deyapti. Shuning uchun birinchi ruchkani ko'taramiz deyapti, keyin qaytib tushirib qo'yapti.
Okay. Now, it is based on also angles, okay, and it's called set heading. It is the same as set H. If you do set H or set heading, it does the same thing. If I want to turn my turtle to the right, which is its default heading, I give it a value of 0. Okay? So we run it.
Set heading deyapti. Set head deb qo'ysam bo'ladi deyapti. 0 deyapti shu. 10 ga buriladi deyapti. Bu yerda o'sha qanday turgan bo'lsa, shunday turib qoladi deyapti-da. Masalan, home desa o'rtaga kelib qoladimi? Keyin qayerga qarab turishi ham keladi bu yerda. Shuning uchun set heading deb 0 deyapti. Shunda mana yurgizib ko'ryapti, ko'rganinglarda. Ash tarafga qarab turibdi.
Okay, it's hard to see with our image, so I'm going to hide that now.
Bu yerda surat tushib qoldi, shuning uchun ko'rishga qiyin bo'lyapti. O'chirib qo'yamiz deyapti. Mana kommentariya qilib qo'yapti.
All right, green arrow in the center. Let's make it larger. Shape size. Oops.
Yangilarda o'rtaga kelib qoldi. Zelyoniy taliga ruchkamiz. Bu yerda pen 1 deb turib, yaxshiroq ko'rish uchun shape size deyapti. O'sha ruchkani razmerini kattaytiryapti 4 ga 4 qilib.
Okay, I'm making it larger. And I'm going to give it 90, we'll do 45 degrees.
Razmeri kattayganligiga 45 gradus burib qo'yamiz deyapti.
Okay, notice when I went from 0 to 45, I went from pointing to the right to pointing up. So basically now I'm pointing, if this were a map, I would be pointing northeast. Okay. So as we increase our number, you're going to see it's going to rotate counterclockwise. Of course,
Bu yerda 0 gradus deyapti. 0 gradus 10 tarafga qarab tursa, keyin yana set heading deb turib 45 gradus qilib qo'yapti. 45 gradus degani shu soatga qarshi bo'ylab 45 gradus buriladi ekan.
you can give it a negative value.
Minus 45 deb beramiz. Minus nima gradusini berib beramiz deyapti. Bu degani soat bo'ylab aylanadi deyapti.
And let's see what happens there. Okay, so negative 45 just means turn 45 or set 45 degrees clockwise off of the setting. Now that's universal. Okay.
Bu yerda tekshiribdi. Hop, set heading degani qo'yib qo'y degan ekan, bur degani emas ekan. 45 gradus qilib qo'yib qo'y debdi. Keyin set heading -45 desa, pastga 45 qilib qo'yib qo'ydi. Agar jildirgiz kelsa 45 gradus tepaga jildi, keyin -45 bo'lsa, o'ng tarafga qarab qolish kerak-da.
Doesn't matter whether, now watch this, I can turn it to the right. I can turn it to the right like 89 degrees.
Right deyapti, o'ngga buradi endi. 89 gradus.
Okay. So if I turn it to the right 89 degrees, watch what I can do. I'm going to just leave this window here. We're just going to do it real live time off of the shell. And now I'm going to do just set H. And
set H deyapti. Mana nima qo'yib qo'ydim deyapti. Mana shu Windows nimani oknoda. Oknoda qo'yib qo'ygandan keyin bu yerda kod yozsangiz sразу mana ko'rsatib bera olar ekanda. Saqlanib qo'ymangda, sразу прямой ko'rsatadi deyapti. Bu yerda PNG set bilan burilish bilan mana направлениясini qo'yib qo'yishni tushuntiryapti.
I'm going to set it back to -45 and it's pointing down there. So it doesn't
H deb qo'ydi. -45 mana shu 10 pastga 10 tarafga pastga qarab turadi. Yana ashna bo'lib qoldi.
Doesn't matter where it was before. Set heading of 0 will always be pointing to the right no matter where it had been turned before. So let's just walk through these. Pen 1, set H, 90, points up.
Set H deb turasha, qarashini o'zgartiryapti.
180 will point to the left or west. And then 270 will point down. Okay? So to angle it, you set its heading. And then someone else said, okay, what about local positioning? Ask about what if I want to move my arrow to the left by 50 pixels? What I can do is I can set the heading. Remember, left was 180. Oops, pen 1 dot set H 180. Now it's left, pen 1 dot FD for forward.
Birinchi chapga qarayapti, bitta savol beruvdiga. Endi oldiga 50 piksel yuryapti, FD deb.
50. And now I moved 50 pixels to the left. Let's set it at 90 so it's pointing up. And then we'll do pen 1 dot forward 100. It will move 100 pixels up from where it was. So if you want to just say, I want it to go 100 pixels up from wherever it is, just set the heading to up, then go forward. Okay?
Tursam tepaga chiqmam kelyapti desalar, tepaga liniya chizgisi kelsa, set heading deb 90 desalar, qadi turishdan qat'iy nazar tepaga qarab qoladi ekan. Keyin oldiga 100 desalar 100 chizib qo'yadi deyapti.
And we can create all kinds of interesting shapes there. Okay? Next, the question, set direction or heading, we did that. Filling in shapes with colors. The key for filling in shapes with colors, the trick to that, guys, is that when you fill it in with the color, let's see, let's run this and see where it ends up. I kind of forgot where it was before I made my changes. Let's look at the S curve. That was done with pen 2, right? Remember we drew 2 arcs? Here's the problem with...
Savolga o'tdi bu yerda. Asha figurani ichini svet bilan to'ldirish deyapti. Bu yerda ключевое слово deyapti. Ashuni o'rgataman deyapti. Bu yerda ona o'yinda qarorda haligi S deb turuvdi-yu, yotgan S. Asha ikkinchi ruchka bilan chizilibdi-da, sariq ruchka bilan. Endi bunda bitta figura chizib, ichini rang bilan to'ldiramiz deyapti.
Filling colors. Remember, you start by saying begin underscore fill. You got to do it before you start drawing. Then you make your drawing.
Agar любой rampani to'ldiraman desanglar, birinchi pen 1 begin fill deyish kerak, to'ldirishni boshla deyish kerak. Keyin oxiriga end fillmi deydi hozir. End fill desanglar, mana shu ikkita circle deb turibdi, ashni ichi rang bilan to'lib qoladi.
And then you want to end the fill after it's done. But watch what happens when I fill it with that S curve.
Bizda figura yo'q, lekin S degan turibdi-da. Uni hech qayerga yopiq emas. Endi ko'ramiz deyapti bu yerda nima bo'lishini.
Okay? See that what happened? So that can cause a problem sometimes if you didn't want it to sort of have that effect. The other thing you can do, and you're just going to have to try to figure this out, okay, as far as when you end or begin a fill. So you just got to take into account, I tend to try to create my shape and close it first, then end the fill. So on doing that, that's the only thing I can recommend at this point.
Problema bo'lib qoldi deyapti. S bo'lib turib, endi g'alati rang berib qo'ydi deyapti. Bizga figuraga ele berish kerak deyapti. Endi shuni ko'rsatadi ekan.
And then that kind of covers that local position. We already basically covered S curves. The last one is ovals. Well, lo and behold, it turns out we can make ellipses. It is not that hard. So I'm going to go all the way down here. Ovals, that's an ellipse. Well, guess what? We'll do a little pen 1 dot.
Mana S bilan local position movementda mana tepada pen 1 deb turibdi, shunda o'tdik deyapti. Bu yerda avalniy deb turibdi, avalniy figurani qanaqa qilib chizadi deyapti. Filling the shape color'da tushuntirmadi-yu.
Shape. Now we can set to a shape. So we're going to make it a circle.
Figura deb turib, tumaloq deb qo'ydi.
Now we'll do pen 1 dot shape size. Now look at that. We've got stretch. We can stretch the width. We can stretch the length. And so let's go ahead and stretch the width by
shape deb turib figurani tumaloq qilib qo'ydi. Keyin figurani razmeri deydi, bu yerda cho'zish deb turibdi. Enini, bo'yini chizsa bo'ladi deyapti. Outline deyapti bu yerda. Uchinchisi u degani tashqaridagi liniyasi.
I don't know, we'll try 5. And the length by 2. And then we'll set an outline of none.
Burada enini 5 qildi. 5 piksel bo'lsa kerak. Bo'yini 2 qildi. Tashqaridagi liniya deyotdim, uchinchisi. Uni non deb qo'ydi, tashqarida liniyasi bo'lmaydi endi.
And we'll run it. So we go ahead, go through all of our lovely little stuff, and then you will see there is our oval. Yeah. So there you have it. And because it was angled was because the heading was changed a little bit. I have no idea what this picture is turning out to be, but I just drew an oval, so there you have it. You just take a circle, and it's the shape. And so there's other shapes you can do. I heard you can do a triangle. So let's go ahead and try that. And go ahead and run it. And I bet
yana shape deb turib triangle deyapti. Triangle degani uchburchak deyapti. Endi bu uchburchak chizsa kerak deyapti.
We could do a shape size on that, and there's our triangle. Okay. And I think we can also do squares and other such shapes if you like. So there you have it. I think I've covered pretty much everything.
Bu yerdan uchburchakni ham to'rtburchakda ham shunaqa qilib turib, square desa to'rtburchak bo'ladi. Shunaqa qilsa ham bo'ladi, deyapti. Shu bilan darsimiz tugadi, deyapti. Ko'p narsani tushuntirganga o'xshayman, deyapti. Shu hammasi bo'lish kerak, deyapti.